I am Steve.
How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here. It's time for more Supernatural with episode number 6 of season 9. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that last episode. It was a nice little change of pace, of course, and like I said, it feels like it's been quite some time since, I don't know, we've had an episode on that caliber in terms of, like, splitting your sides in terms of humor and all of that. So I don't know. It just feels like that for me. But yeah, it was just a blast, especially in terms of like Dean picking up the habits of especially the Colonel and whatnot. So yeah, it was just really amazing stuff. But also kind of a full circle moment as well because of Dean's. No love lost there being for Dean and the dogs, basically. So, yeah, but like I said, it was a nice kind of full circle moment in the end with Dean's bond with the Colonel. So, yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. So, with that said, let's get into episode number 6 of season 9 for Supernatural. Let's go.
The phone. It may feel hopeless right now, but you called the hotline for a reason. There's some part of you that still wants to live, some part that knows suicide.
God.
Did the lady from the hotline send you?
No. You did.
Hello? Oh, no. Angel. I don't think they could give off like a pinkish glow usually, so something related to angels, I guess?
High five.
He's gonna miss that. Oh no. Oh, no one's giving him.
Steve.
Bill?
No one's giving. Oh! You can't leave Cass hanging!
There's something different about you.
I can assure you there's
Very
not.
dedicated
I know
to
these
work.
things. You're special.
Oh, I just worry that Cass is going to have trust issues given, like, the last time.
Search. Come to the library, see if we can find anything else on Elamites.
Zimmerman's Encyclopedia of Extinct Languages, Volume 1, A Die to Atacapa. How many volumes are there?
24.
I was close!
Don't worry, we found them.
Awesome. Have a little look-see, and we're not going to waste a whole lot of manpower on a big pile of nada.
In other words, a perfect excuse to bail out on research.
You got me.
What do you mean? He sounded so chipper about, like, the 24 volumes of the encyclopedia.
Right off. And I know you're off too, and I was just wondering if there's any chance
Oh, my
you're
heart.
free tomorrow night?
He's gonna worry that this...
Yes?
Oh, okay, he's giving
Yes.
Go Cass! I'm not gonna lie, though, I thought he would be worried after the last time that someone decided to, ask him out and all of that. But, no, Go Cass!
Like these poor souls got run through the world's finest wood chipper.
Yeah.
What about witnesses?
Absolutely.
Same as the rest. Neighbors reported some kind of a pink flash. By the time we got here, all that was left was this.
It's absolutely sickening. Like, everything just, like, meshed together and then exploded.
Dean, I should be there.
No, man, that's not necessary. No,
He's gonna try and work this on his own.
I got this one covered.
Try be. Oh no, you're not gonna pull Cass away from his date.
You dumped me. You could just die.
I can help with that.
Yo, what the fuck?
What?
What the hell?
Good luck.
Have some beef jerky and a pack of Mentos.
What are you doing here?
Gee, it's nice to see you too, Cass.
It's Steve now, and
Wow. So you went from fighting heavenly battles to nuking taquitos.
Well, what do you expect
Nachos,
from
too.
him?
I've been
Nachos.
politely asking for reading
Include the
material for
nachos.
weeks.
Not so sure. Our last encounter with Abaddon, she was pretty terrifying. Scarier than you've been in years.
Oh snap!
To me.
He's really gonna, yeah, there we go. Really get inside Crowley's head. Good on Sam. Just like a child.
everything I ever attempted came out wrong. But here, at least I have a shot at getting things right. I guess you can't see it, but
Sad, but
there's a real dignity in what I do. A human dignity.
Hate to interrupt
He's
you guys, but Steve.
being
Yes, I don't have my powers.
So, I've never had powers.
You are a hunter.
And you're a hunter in training, remember?
yes, remember, honorary
You said
hunter.
I sucked.
I didn't say that. I said that there was, room for improvement. Come on.
No, you can't bail on your
Shit's
job.
over and
Like, more bummed than when she got a C on a quiz, and less bummed than when her parents split up. Kinda bummed.
It's just when people are at a low point, really. And then this.
Dean, this is bad. This is very bad.
Out of Cass's element there, like in terms of, yeah, I can't do this shit. This is. There's a line, and we are going over that line.
Class of human emotion. Dean, I've been on Earth for a few years.
It's a
and
lot
I've only
more.
begun to grasp it. To him,
Yeah.
pain is pain.
It's a lot more
everybody's
complicated
fair
because angels are not going to be
All right,
as
well, we gotta
susceptible
stop.
as well to the pain that humans go through. And so, as Cass said, pain is pain.
I want something in return.
Yeah, what's that?
A telephone call. Come on, Moose. Even Dharma got one telephone call.
Oh!
Seriously?
Oh, boy!
You wanna
I can't let you do this.
What?
You gonna wear that on a date?
He's got a point. He's
This is
got a
all I
point.
have, Dean.
Okay. Lose the vest. What do you lose the vest? Come
Just
on.
lose the vest, Cass. Come on.
That's a little better.
I don't
Go
know.
get it tighter.
Go get it tight. Oh, man. Something's just gonna go wrong. Because, like, why should this show have happiness, right?
Nice touch.
Yeah, nice touch, except she's gonna. Yeah, it's a bit creepy, isn't it? Oh, come on.
What you doing, jackass?
Damned if I'm not dressing fancy, even for bowling. Haven't had an excuse to doll up since Tanya was born. And there she is, my little angel. No, she's already been fed. She'll probably sleep the whole time and only wake in a couple of hours.
Oh, no.
Just couldn't get my usual sitter, and you really are the best.
Poor Cass! I thought she was wanting to go out on a date with Cass and all of that. Her wording! That's bullshit!
But on right away, I will be forced to.
What? What happened?
I think there's a.
Placed on hold.
You can't place the king on hold.
Hello?
That's just bad manners.
Oh, believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I would feel so free. Flying away.
I love that. Oh my god, Cass!
No idea why any of it feels the way it feels. Or why this confusion just feels like it's a hair's breadth from terror or pain. Wasn't that long ago when all I need to do to ease your pain was just touch you.
Boop.
You're very warm. Is that normal?
Aww. She ill. what?
Tanya, we're taking a little walk.
Yeah, he's gonna come for Tanya because she's in pain. Shit!
I don't understand about humanity at first. If you would just stop.
Stop.
Yeah, don't do this shit.
Until I wash the planet clean of all suffering.
So basically, human extinction.
You failed more often than you succeeded. But at least you played big.
Oh my god! Yeah, I just heard that.
That time. Voiding my contract.
Yeah, she doesn't
That's
care.
right. I'm taking it all down. Brick by brick. It's over. The days
She's
of
got her
Crowley,
own,
the king of bureaucrats,
you know, hierarchy and all of that.
And last I saw you, Howdy and Doody had you tied up nice and tight.
Howdy and Doody? Wow.
Seems to reason they've turned you into a kennel dog.
And thus, you lack
How does it feel,
power.
Crowley, to be the Winchester's bitch? It's been fun indulging in your bluff.
You will burn.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, Crowley thinks his way works, and she's like, bet.
It's irreversible.
What?
Lovely!
The spell can't be undone. The New World Order.
Lovely.
We're stuck with it.
So we're stuck dealing with pretentious angels. Lovely. Good stuff. Before, like, Nora walks home, finds the body there.
Part of you that overreacted? That cares so much? That's what makes you special.
And he got his, like, it is sad that he got his hopes up because he, you know, yeah. But it is showing more of his human side, the caring and, you know, considerate side of things when it comes to, you know, Tanya. Wait. Hello, Crowley. What? Oh,
Can I really sit this out? Shouldn't I be searching for a way to get them home?
Me and Sam will take care of the angels.
So he's bullshitting Cass.
You're human now.
The phenomenon.
Can't believe for Cass. Yeah. No way back though, apparently, so. Still, I don't want to say it, but at least we got Dad Steel in this episode with how, you know, he was, like, the moments he was, like, trying to usher Tanya to calmness was just wholesome. Like, especially explaining about, like, coming into the world and all of that. You know, Tanya's only a baby, like, only a couple of months old, and, yeah, Cass is newly human himself, so, yeah. I just really loved it, though. It's just heartbreaking for Cass, like, people need to communicate with him better. Because you got Dean, who, like, obviously when Dean told Cass he couldn't stay in the bunker, you know, there should have been a reason why and all of that in regards to, yeah, he should have been given a reason why he had to go. And then Nora, of course, got Cass's hopes up. So, and I just felt so bad for Cass in that moment. So, yeah, but I did enjoy this episode. That was really, really neat stuff. I loved, again, the focus on Castiel. I mean, we had a bit of that with episode 3, of course. But just seeing Castiel, again, further adjust to humanity, I think it was very, very incredibly done in this episode, especially when, of course, you have that angel that was, trying to, Ephraim, I think his name was, he was trying to, clear pain and all of that sense that with Castiel, and, yeah, I mean, there is quite the struggle with Castiel, especially when it comes to this whole angel situation versus him trying to adjust, really, in terms of being human. I mean, now he's working as Steve, the store guy. And, yeah, I mean, it was just very, very interesting, like, bringing in this character because of the fact that, whereas before he would try to clear angels of their suffering and all of that. And with the whole complication, of humans and just how different they are to angels. Ephraim is going on a bit of a murder spree. Pain is pain for him. So even if, like, you saw in the beginning as well how complicated the situation is, I guess, from Ephraim's side of things. Not justifying him whatsoever, it's just that he has a very, very skewed perception. He will clear any kind of pain by the most drastic means and not regard any kind of reconsideration or growth that a person might go through. But you saw, like, it is a very, very complicated situation because, of course, the way he operated when it came to the angels, it's going to differ, obviously, to humans. They're a bit more of a complicated bunch, are we? But the sad thing is, pain is just painful, Ephraim, and it just means that in his mind, he's got authority to go drastic on the people who, for example, there was that guy in the beginning, like I said, and he was contemplating killing himself. And in the end, of course, he reconsidered, but it didn't stop Ephraim from killing him. So, yeah. But I also really loved the twist of Ephraim didn't come for the baby, because you saw the baby, or Cass expressed concerns about the baby, getting a bit warm, of course, and there was, I guess, affirmation from Nora, which I'll get into in a bit because she pissed me off. Like that he, I guess, overreacted, but he does have that. It's also another, like, semblance of speaking about Cass, about how he has that caring side, and that's really a good insight into who Cass is now as a human. So. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it is so like, I really, really do love the mechanic though of using Ephraim there, and how he was able to sense that Cass was in a great. It also makes sense as well about the fact that you've got this fallen angel, or someone who's no longer an angel, should I say anymore, who is in clear distress and all of that. So, yeah, it is just the whole Ephraim situation as a whole was just very, very was just a very interesting mechanic because, I mean, you even had that teenage girl who felt embarrassed and humiliated, and of course that pales in comparison to some of the other, cases of agony that people will go through, sometimes day to day, like the guy in the beginning. Of course, that's going to, we don't know the like how long, I guess, he's been feeling that way, but it is enough to know that he was wanting to end it all before he did reconsider. But it didn't matter at the end of the day in regards to Ephraim, because, yeah. But it really does. It is very, very interesting of a mechanic to utilize in terms of, well, you got the angels on Earth, and you've got this specific angel who tries to eliminate pain in the most brutal way possible. but there is a bit of an incompatibility because whereas he's so used to doing this to the angels, humans with their you know how complicated it is and all of that. Yeah, because there is suffering, but that is yeah, there is like he was so hell bent on making sure that the world would be cleansed of pain. My guy, you're talking about extinction of humanity essentially at the end of the day. So, because we all go through pain. There is every human who has ever lived will go through their fair share of hurt, of agony, etc. Whether it's something like a breakup at school, or whether it's something a lot more severe. Humanity's like no human is immune to pain whatsoever. So, yeah, and it's something that is you know a bit more complicated than how Ephraim deals with things, because of course there are different ways that people try to journey through the pain and all of that, right? So whether it's therapy or whether it's with the help of your friends, etc., etc. So yeah, but it was just very yeah. It was just a very interesting mechanic to utilize. So yeah, but I felt so bad for Cass in this episode. Like, especially when you see the day and night contrast in terms of his demeanor, like from you know the beginning of the episode to the ending, how he was still trying to copy the mannerisms of the people, and it wasn't just that though. But you saw how more upbeat he was, and then of course at the end of the episode, you just saw how defeated. So yeah. So, yeah. I gotta say, though, Nora really pissed me off. Yeah. She was vague as... Like, in my mind, she was vague as fuck. She didn't even ask Cass, hey, are you, you know, okay, babysitting or anything? No, she was vague as heck. Now, I don't know, like, if some people came in or went through that episode thinking, oh, no, she doesn't mean asking, you know, Cass out for a date. And all of that. But in Nora's POV, she should have been a bit more clearer about the whole situation. I mean, of course, when it comes to Cass, you know, being vague is probably one of the worst things you could do and all of that. He's still trying to grasp humanity, and that, and we're going through that in this episode with him trying to still grasp the concepts of being human whilst he is adjusting to things and all of that. But I mean, it was just the way that she sugarcoated her wording. That was, like I said, there might be some people who would have been like, because I was genuinely feeling like, okay, well, I think she might be genuine, though that Ephraim is going to be involved somehow and all of that, and yeah. Obviously, I wasn't expecting things to last if she did ask him out on a date, but yeah. But yeah, like I said, some people might have thought that, well, Nora was, yeah, I had a feeling Nora wasn't asking Cass out for a date and all of that. That's not the point. The point is, she was being vague in her wording. So, yeah, like, she didn't even ask Cass, hey, are you okay to babysit? How are you with babies, etc. Bearing in mind as well, like, I don't think Cass has worked there for a long time, so yeah. So that was just a load of bullshit, and I just felt like if it were me, I would totally empathize with Cass, because I think I would take that the wrong way as well, because it's just the wording, isn't it? And sometimes when it and sometimes with the way that my mind works, I'm not able to, you know, see through the real intent of the wording and all of that, like whenever someone says something, you know, to me and all of that. Or it might be like 5 minutes too later, I suddenly realize the true intent of what they mean and all of that, etc., etc. But yeah, with Cass, you just feel so bad. Like, obviously, you know, he's just trying to be human, and Like, I thought it was very, very interesting as well. Like, okay, well, you know, you had what happened last time when he nearly died, when you had that Reaper, of course, who, took advantage of him and, gave Cass that little bit of hope and then essentially killed him. And I thought, okay, well, Cass might be a bit deterred from this because obviously that was a traumatic experience. But no, Cass was more than happy. So that was surprising me. Obviously, the sign should have been there, like that something was off. And so I did feel like it was so like nice that Dean did try to help Cass in terms of preparing for this date and all of that. Well, date. So. Yeah, but it was just very, very very sad. Like with Cass, he's just it's not just the fact that he is contending with this pain, but he is trying his best to create a bit of a distance to who he used to be and who he is right now. So, I mean, he even tried to explain to Dean about the whole situation about this is him now. So, and even at the end of the episode, you had Cass. You even had Dean basically tell him to just continue living, and him and Sam will sort out the angels. Of course, he was disguising the word, but I think with Dean, he was trying to get Cass to be human. If he told Cass about the fact that the angels cannot come back to heaven, should I say, that the spell is irreversible, then that would have Cass a bit on edge. He's trying his best to create. Cass is trying his best to create a bit of a distance to the life he used to lead, to who he is right now, and Dean doesn't want to kind of add insult to injury and push him back into that old life, if that makes sense. So. He has to, like, not lie, but basically be like what Nora did. So, except this is less. I would say that this is less detrimental-ish. I don't know. But yeah, you're disguising the wording and all of that. You're not outright lying and all of that, but you're disguising the lying, like the wording, should I say? Yeah. Like Nora. So, because that's it though. She was disguising, like she might have thought she was being like clear in terms of her intent, but I didn't get that. Cass didn't get that. So, and like I said, when it comes to like, if like some people might have thought, okay, well she's clearly not asking Cass out on the date. That's not the point. It's the fact that Cass, thought that, and it's just the wording and all of that. She didn't outright say, "Hey, can you babysit?" or "How good are you with this?" So she was she was disguising the wording, kind of like how Dean is disguising the whole situation, because he's not outright saying, "Yeah, the spell's irreversible." So yeah. He's just saying that, well, me and Sam will sort this whole situation out. It's not a complete mission failure. Angels can't go back to heaven. Well, we're screwed. It's just, okay, well, let's go back to the drawing board when it comes to the whole angels on Earth and all of that. So, yeah. But, yeah. But it was just a really, really great episode. Like I said, when it comes to Ephraim, like I said, the mechanic was just really, really great. Like, the humanity part of anyone, I guess you could say, is like how he tried to eliminate that humanity, you could say. Because that's it. Like I said, pain is a part of who we are. It's something we all go through. So it's just very, very, it was just very, very great stuff to utilize. So yeah. And the whole Crowley situation was very investing as well. Now, that was a very interesting shot in his final scene, this episode, him injecting himself with human blood. I think he likes it. I think he likes that humanity. So, and maybe he could play that to an advantage, potentially. I don't know, because obviously with Abaddon and how she is, you know, with Crowley being absent for a few weeks and all of that, and Abaddon basically restructuring things when it comes to Hell, Crowley's feeling completely powerless. I mean, you saw how defeated he was when it came, and how he kept up his end of the deal, which is, fair. But, he's just feeling so defeated, isn't he? So, yeah, but there we go. He's kind of been knocked off his throne, really, and Abaddon is, basically taking charge now. The, I guess, Queen of Hell, I guess you could call her. So, yeah, but it is very, very interesting to see how things are taking a bit of a redecoration when it comes to Hell. So, and, Crowley talking about how that integrity has just been disintegrated because of the new order, I guess you could say, that Abaddon's inflicting when it comes to Hell. Like, Crowley had a very, very specific scheme when it came to, Hell and all of that. But Abaddon's like, nope, this is the new way now. So, yeah, but, yeah, I just found that very, very interesting when it came to him injecting himself. So, yeah, because, yeah, it does seem very, very interesting that he is soaking in more of that humanity. So, yeah, he'd like to put on this front, I guess you could say. I guess there might be a little bit of a parallel when it comes to Crowley and Castiel, really, in this regard, in terms of, trying to create a bit of a distance to who you were, I guess you could say, because Crowley likes to put on this front. Like, there you go, you got the contrast there, where it's like Cass is trying to embrace more of that humanity and all of that, and yet there is that side of him that is, in some degree, he's trying to distance himself, but at the same time, he can't help but, keep tabs in a sense. So, yeah. And with Crowley, he likes to believe that he is still the same Crowley he was, a few seasons ago and all of that. But now he's like, I love a dip of that humanity, so, yeah. He feels like he has that power at the end of the day, but no, not anymore. So, I feel like there is a bit of a contrast between Castiel and Crowley, so, yeah. But, yeah. I also really did love that scene when Cass was comforting the baby, Tanya, and, basically seeing himself and Tanya in a bit of a similar position. Because, like I said, Castiel, with his grace being taken, he's only a few months old in terms of humanity, I guess you could say. Tanya's a few months old, basically. So, of course, entering the world as a human, obviously there's going to be both differences when it comes to Tanya and Castiel, but there is that relatable essence, isn't there, in terms of being human. So, yeah, but yeah, this was a really, really neat episode. Really enjoyed it. So, awesome stuff. So, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!